There are three things men need to fix in order to improve their blood flow, and no one is talking about it. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what they are. Now, most guys are chasing better performance and are focused on the wrong things, things like supplements, no fap streaks, or even cold showers. But the real foundation, the thing that actually controls how your body performs in the bedroom, is blood flow. And these three things fixed mine, and I wish someone had told me sooner. And stick around to the end, and I'll add a fourth bonus. Now, I've gone over 500 plus days on NoFap and even cured my corn induced ED. In today's video, we are going to break down the exact experience, how you can fix this and improve your blood flow. Now, number one, what a lot of people don't realize that everything else sits on top of, man, you have to hear this out, is the mindset that you have. Now, mindset is so important and people tend to overlook it, right? Because they think, just give me the tactics, give me the small things that are going to improve my situation as a whole. But life does not work like that, because the thing is, if you give someone information, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be able to execute. Or how many people do you know that have the same type of information as you in order to maybe get in shape or be successful, and they're still not in shape or still not successful? So number one, you have to remember the foundation that you build any type of belief on. And it's really about what you believe is possible for your situation. Now, you're probably a dude who maybe has had a lack of performance, right? You want to improve your blood flow, things of that nature. You have to believe that it's possible to change your situation, right? Because imagine if you don't. It's this feedback cycle where if you don't believe that you can actually change what's possible for you, what's going to happen, right? You're going to have this negative thought in your mind. The negative thought is going to lead into just you overall not believing in yourself, not even wanting to take action because you don't even think it's possible, right? And then when you get into another situation where your blood flow isn't the best, you've confirmed that negative assumption, and it's just a feedback cycle that goes over and over again and literally has no end. But if you can take a second and think positively about your situation and think that you can improve on your situation, you'll start to change your actions, change your beliefs, and you'll literally start to get closer and closer to a solution for yourself. So number one, you have to remember, fix your beliefs or nothing else works. Now, number two, fasting, right? So we talked about the mental side of things, but we know that something like blood flow issues can be either physical or mental, right? And you have to understand something like fasting, which is so powerful, right? Literally changes both the physical and mental side of things, right? So when we talk about mental, think about delayed gratification, right? There are so many things in this world that want our attention, right? And will give us dopamine if we go do those. Eat junk food, right? Maybe scroll on your phone, have a million notifications on your phone, right? And you can't focus. Keep scrolling TikTok, right? All of these things literally give you a ton of dopamine. But if you can slow down, right? If you can slow down and take a break and say, okay, sure, these give me a lot of dopamine, but let me pause for a second, right? And even when we eat food, we get dopamine as well. So something like fasting is literally training your mind, right? To say, okay, I'm going to delay gratification for a little bit and show that I'm in control of this vessel. I'm in control of this mind, right? And that's super powerful. And then, of course, the physical side of things. So when we talk about your body, right, we always talk about inflammation and just overall how well your body is performing, right? Now, fasting literally can help you to obviously get rid of the inflammation in your body and just be more focused, more present in the current, situation that you're in. And that just allows your body literally to perform better. Think about it. You've probably been eating junk food for so many years. Maybe, you have a habit, maybe it's sugar, any of these things. But a lot of people tend to say they have a good diet, but when you really look at it, it's not the best, right? So you probably have been eating a lot of different junk food or other foods that are probably not the best for you, right? And fasting allows you to have a reset, right? It allows you to reset your body and kind of get you charged, ready to go, so that, when it's time to take the next step and you want to improve your blood flow, right? Your vessel, your foundation is literally fixed. So whatever you're putting in your body after that, it's go time. Your body's going to be able to use the energy. Did you know that even inflammation can affect how much nutrients your body is able to absorb? So if you're eating a lot of garbage and then you go ahead and switch to maybe some healthy foods, your body still is not going to be able to process all of that nutrients because you have so much inflammation going on. It's crazy how the human body really works. And then we have sunlight. Number 3 is sunlight. Man, it's crazy. You think about it, people literally say they have seasonal depression when it's winter, when the sun isn't out, right? When it's raining, maybe the weather isn't as good. And what happens, especially for men, when we don't get enough sunlight, our testosterone goes down, right? We have to have enough vitamin D in us for our body to really move correctly, right? And function properly, right? And it's so crazy how even things like low energy, brain fog, and even just overall poor performance can be simply fixed by something like vitamin D and getting in the sun. Right? When you think about it, a lot of times people's cortisol is high. They're stressed all the time. And sometimes people even have vitamin D deficiencies because they're not getting outside enough or not taking some type of supplement, right? But what doing this allows you to is boost your testosterone and fix your hormones so you can really be, the man that you're capable of becoming, right? That's literally how you fix all of this. And when we talk about things like blood flow, man, vitamin D is crucial, right? You being in a calm state, right, and having your testosterone through the roof literally allows you to have that performance that you're capable of performing. And if you're a guy that deals with these type of problems and you want to learn more, man, like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date and learn how to fix your situation for good and finally improve your blood flow. Sleep is so important. Here's the bonus one, right? Because sleep allows your hormones also to function at their proper state. And this is something I'm working on as well because sleep is so vital, right, to everything that we do. And I even bought an Oura ring to track my sleep, but it's so important to optimize your testosterone, right? To not have crazy cortisol all the time, not feel stressed all the time, and just be you, right? Be calm, be in control, be one, right, with what's going on. And sleep will literally do it for you. They say if you want the most powerful supplement in the world, it is to get more high quality sleep, right? So there's a ton of things you can do for sleep, right? You can, if you want to go out and spend some money, you can buy a sleep tracker. There's a ton of them out there, right? You got to make sure you're sleeping in cool environments, right? And these are all things I'm researching and learning as well. You can have face masks as well, right? To block out a lot of the sunlight that's going on. You can have earplugs to block out the noise, right? Because sometimes when you sleep, it might be in a noisy place, right? So all of these things kind of contribute to you sleeping better. Also, a really tough one for a lot of people is just to make sure that an hour at minimum before bed, you're off the screens. Now, I'm guilty of this one because it's very hard to do to not be on your screen and scroll and then go to bed. But trust me, man, the science is out there. You just have to look because it absolutely will help you to improve your overall sleep. And the better you recover, man, the better you sleep, the better you're going to literally do everything. Now, the blueprint is out there, right? There's a ton of information on sleep, and especially going to bed at the same time is huge, right? Going to bed at the same time literally allows your body to just, of course, have a routine, right? Where you go to sleep the same time, you wake up the same time, ideally you're getting sunlight at the same time, and your body just functions better, right? If you think about our ancestors, right, a lot of times they were going to sleep when the sun went down and waking up when the sun rose, right? And that's just our natural circadian rhythm, right? What's built into us to be able to function like that. But at the end of the day, consistency with your routines is key. Of course, tracking will allow you to improve all of these things, right? So if you guys learned something new from this video, man, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click this next video on the screen if you want to finally improve your blood flow and just improve your overall bedroom performance. Click this video on the screen to figure out how.